Hi, everybody. I wanted to tell you I'm going to be starting what I call a Serene Journey series. Okay. I'm going to be also uploading this on another Facebook page, and I will upload that Facebook page for it's going to be only this content on that Facebook page. So although I'm uploading it on Mara Speaks, the reason why I'm also uploading it on that page, which is also Serene Journey, that page, is because if you know anyone who has gone through or is going through some issues with their children who are considered at-risk children, and they need to hear these stories, you're able to send them directly to a page that actually has, only that content. And the reason why I'm starting it on Mara Speaks because it already has a following. And since it has a following, I want to, have you speak out, tell others, like, follow, and subscribe to Mara Speaks, but also to like, follow, and subscribe to that page as well, or have someone that you know who needs this content to like, follow, and maybe you can't really subscribe. This is not YouTube, but actually it's going to go on my YouTube page. What am I talking about? I'm going to be doing YouTube page. It's going to be on my Facebook page, and it's going to be on my YouTube page. I also have a Serene Journey on my YouTube as well. So yeah, I am going to be, I don't know, these little gnats in my house. I am going to be putting that up on Serene Journey YouTube page as well. And that's actually going to just be separated out from my Mara Speaks, only because it does have a page to itself, and YouTube works a little differently than Facebook. When you just put things on and you put, people who put, their little tags in, they're able to find that quicker than how I send things out on Facebook. But anyway, that's not the point. That's neither here nor there. What is important is that if there's any parents, grandparents who anybody who's taking care of children, and the children are giving them a time of their life, are giving them, a little bit more hard times than the average child. And when I say the average child, I mean the child that basically gets smart, right? That's the average child. Like, she gets 13, she gets 12, she starts getting smart. You're like, don't be getting smart with me, young lady. Don't get smart with me, man. I'm not playing with you, little boy. That type of thing. I'm your parent. But they tend to listen to you, and then they go and sit down and they might mumble under their breath. That's the average child. And then there's the extreme child. Okay, there's the child that actually will sit here and come back at you. There's that child who may go out into the streets and you don't know where they are, hanging with the wrong crowd, getting themselves in a whole lot of trouble with the law, finding themselves even on a substance, just doing things that, that's outside of, even, not that any child should be smoking weed or marijuana. The point is, they are, and then some. Okay, that's the child I'm talking about. The one that you don't know where they are half of the time, and they're called runaways. Boy, I can tell you some stories, and I will. All right, so this is for that. And the reason, like I said, I'm starting it on Mara Speaks, and I'm also putting on Serene Journey, is that if you know someone who needs to hear this, please send them over to my Serene Journey page, which will be uploaded each and every portion, each and every video that I upload. I will definitely have the link to that so that you know where to go to. And all the videos will be right there. You go into that page, you look for the videos, and you'll be able to find all the content there. Okay, so I'm going to start this series. Today is, what is today? I think today's February 20th. It is February 20th. And I'm going to start it, I would say, probably next week. If not tomorrow. We'll have to see. I'm trying to upload a page portion of it now, and it's giving me a hard time because I did it on my phone on my way to work, because I felt that that was like a really good time to talk. It takes me an hour to get to work, right? So I'm like, oh, I can sit here and spend some time. But unless I upload Facebook on my phone, which is not an issue, it's just that I'm gonna have to take some stuff off because my phone, even though it should have enough storage, it keeps telling me it doesn't have enough storage. So, but I'll work with that. So it'll either be uploaded on Sunday, you'll see it on Sunday. If not, it's going to be later on in the week. But I will then come weekly and keep putting more content up, so that hopefully the purpose of this series is to, as I again said, help parents, grandparents, and anyone who is a guardian taking care of a child or children who are considered at-risk youth, okay? Who are considered, just the child that is not the average child. Someone will sit here and say, oh, my child do that. Your child don't do half of the stuff I'm about to tell you, okay? Because that's not average if every child does certain things, okay? And if it does become average, then that's a problem. And that, we really do need to get even more help out here for these parents and guardians. But if I can also, I live in New Jersey. I don't know if there's a way for me to give you, I can only tell you during this series how I went about it. I'm going to tell you through this series how God spoke to me. I'm going to tell you through this series how I had to pray for God to speak through me. I'm going to tell you through this series and be very honest how when I didn't let God speak to me and speak through me and lead me and guide me, where that got me. I'm going to be very transparent, so I know that somebody's going to be like, well, that's why that happened to you. Oh, believe me, I went through that too. People don't know. So that comes to my next thing. And I definitely want to say this. Never say never. And never think that something can't happen to you, or don't think that you're immune, or I wouldn't. You don't know. Let me tell you, when my daughter was 4 years old and I was watching Maury Povich, I think it is, the Maury show, and I was looking at those parents on the Maury show crying about their 12-year-olds, talking about, I can't get her to listen, she just doesn't listen. These little girls was coming up there with their makeup on and they were looking growner than mom, and they were acting up. And I'm like, I have a 4-year-old. I had at this time a 9-year-old and a 4-year-old, but my daughter was 4 years old at the time. Okay, it's very easy to talk about what you wouldn't allow or what you wouldn't let happen in your life, what you would, how that'll never happen here, when first of all your child is small and they haven't gotten to a certain age group yet, or you may not have those personalities in your children. Okay, all people are made differently. There's certain personalities that are extremely strong. There's certain, and then I'm not thinking I have a weak personality, but there are milder personalities and there's those very strong personalities. And for me, I had a strong mind child. Okay, my daughter was very strong minded. Okay, beautiful girl, love her personality. And I'm also going to give you the story on how we got through it. All right, how we got through it and where we are today, and that will be towards the end of the series. But yeah, never say never. I look on Facebook, I see comments when someone tells somebody something, and the first thing I say is like, oh, you don't know what they've, I can now sympathize, because I said never me when I watched Maury Povich, and the Lord has a way of showing you why you should never say you. I'm not the one that's out in the street. I'm not the one that's begging. They need to get a job. You don't know. Never say never. Never act like as if you can't experience something in life. You never know what your hardship's going to be like. Okay? So when I find myself being high and mighty, when I find myself being judgmental, I'll be like, Lord, work in me, because of the fact that I don't want to have to experience what this person is experiencing. I really want to now be able to say, Lord, work in me so I can help what this person is experiencing. I don't want to have to experience your thing because I don't know how to have some type of understanding, to have some type of love in my heart, to be able to give, what they don't have in what I can give, right? So, And even my daughter has taught me some stuff. She has taught me really a lot, because I was a judgmental person. I was a person that felt like, well, I got it together, and really, the Lord was like, oh, you got it like that. Oh, you just basically can do you, and you don't need to know why someone else is dealing with what they're dealing with. Oh, he will have a way to show you. And not because he doesn't love you, but because he wants you to now understand and put you in the shoes of someone, so that maybe you can then become a help. Like I'm hoping to help in my situation, to help you. Okay, so that you can then, find in your pain your purpose. Okay, and believe me, I went through a lot of pain, and now this is like a purpose. This is something I have to do. This is something I told God that if once I got out of it, I said I had to do something. I used to want to like do a thing where people come over, but now we're in the pandemic. Maybe this is going to reach more people because it is online, right? So yeah, I am going to do what's called Serene Journey series, and it's going to be also on my page, which is called Serene Journey. I think it's more parent support, I believe it is. Anyway, I haven't been on that page for a second, but yeah, that's that. Just want to give you that heads up. And again, never ever say never to your life because you don't understand what someone else is going through, because of the fact that you never realize how God can show you what someone else is going through. And I am so grateful, first of all, that he has shown me many of the things that I thought I was too much better than someone else in. But I'm also grateful on how it turned out. And so my prayer is that some of the tactics I have taken might help you sit here and push to, first of all, save your child from those streets. Okay, do whatever it takes, and don't let no one stop you from being the mother that God has, or the father, or the guardian in some way that God has placed you to be on that child's life, especially before they reach 18, because it's so hard. The minute they turn 14, I think it's the minute they turn 14, I think it is, that you can no longer know certain things and help in certain ways. Oh, they take a lot of our rights away as parents to be able to do what we have to do for our kids, and it's crazy. But I will be giving you all that, and y'all have a blessed day, and look forward to that soon. Hopefully Sunday. If not, it'll be in the beginning, in the middle of next week, maybe on a Wednesday. But either way, be looking out for it. Probably a big Sunday, because I'm thinking I'm just going to go ahead and upload the Facebook. Have a blessed one. Bye bye.